Step one is disconnecting your negative battery terminal. You just have to undo these two screws. That's the positive. I've already got the negative undone here. Make sure there's no remaining energy in the system. Good way to do this is just test your reading light. If that doesn't work, you should have no power at all. Step two, you just have to pry this cover off with a flathead screwdriver. You have to pull out the clips in front and the side here. Now the next part's tricky. There's 3 bolts. You can see them. That's one right there, there, and there. So to get this bolt out, the most effective way is start by loosening it with a wrench. Then use the pliers, because it'll still be tight but not quite finger loose. And once it's about halfway off, you should be able to rotate it with your finger. Don't be afraid to bend this cover. It bends back very easily. Okay, just got the last bolt off, and this cover comes right off. So there it is. Next step's pretty easy. Just unbolt it with these bolts here. So I'm just taking the bolts off here. You can probably just remove them with your finger. Next, you can just pull the whole bag out. These are the connectors. You obviously have to remove these. It's a little tab. There's a tab right there. You just got to push that in and then pull it out. This part's a little bit tricky. You have to push both these tabs down with 2 screwdrivers at the same time. You have a second person, it's a lot easier. I already pushed the other one down, so that's one's out. Alright, those are both out. And there's your airbag. This weighs about 1,000 pounds. I'll put it on the scale and we'll see what this thing actually weighs, but it's a huge weight saving. This cover you can just physically bend back. It's kind of like Play-Doh. It's really easy to work with. You might want to decide whether to put this on or not. Once I scale it up, we'll see how much these things weigh. Now for the moment of truth. Let's see what our actual weight savings are. So, first I'll put on the nuts here. Read that there. Then this bar, steel bar, that helps clamp it in. And this is the cap, up to 2.1 pounds. And now the actual airbag is the big guy. That says 10.09 pounds in total. That's a lot of weight savings. Personally, what I would do is I would take just a sheet of plastic, or like some thin plastic, cut it out with a pair of scissors, and then stick it on there, just in case you don't want the hole, because it looks kind of ugly. But definitely remove the actual cap, because that's really heavy. It's got metal in it. And lastly, you want to reconnect your negative terminal, of course. I'm not going to bother showing how to do that, but you just put this on there and screw it in. It's pretty straightforward.